So number 3, letter A, asked you about the constant of proportionality. Now, we're used to seeing constant of proportionality with a table, and they give it to you as a graph. So what I did for you here was took the ordered pairs off of the graph and put them into a table. I think it's a little bit easier to see this way, all right? So if the online store sold $200 worth of songs, the pop singer would have received $40. So it's one important thing to realize about this. The online store, that was all the information off of my x-axis, right? The pop singer, the amount the pop singer is going to make was from my y-axis. So if I'm trying to figure out my constant of proportionality, letter K, that's only going to be one number, right? K is always going to be equal to whatever my y values are over my x values. Okay, another way to think about that, what do I have to do to x in order to get down here to y? What is it that's always going to work? What's the rate? What's the constant of proportionality? What's going to connect these together? I had a lot of people say that K would be 5. But I can't do 200 times 5 and get 40. I can't do 600 times 5 and get 120. I'm going to have to divide by 5, right? But if I'm looking for a constant, that's got to be something I multiply. I can't be using division. So we have to look for is what number do we multiply times 200 or 600 or 1,000 to get to 40? Well, here's another way to think about it. K is equal to y divided by x. So my y values would be something like 40, right? So I could use 40 as my y value. And that means my x value corresponding with the 40 would be 200. Well, if I do 40 divided by 200, I'm not going to get 5. I'm going to get 1/5, or as your calculator will tell you, 0.2. All right, so I'm going to multiply by 0.2, multiply by 0.2. So my constant of proportionality is either 1/5 or 0.2.